Hey everybody, on today's video, kind of cleanup, I guess you'd call it, or roundup, I don't know. Anyway, after we got done with second cutting of alfalfa, so got one of the rakes here, gonna unhook that, and then I've got some shields and stuff that we had to take off of this so the hydro swing pump would fit on it. And yeah, we'll get into that. And oh yeah, before, so it does have hydraulics hooked up. So on the John Deere here, to release the pressure on that, turn the tractor off. Okay, and then turn the key so it's on, and then come over here, and then we're releasing the pressure there. So then when you pull out the hydraulic hose, there isn't any pressure, but we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so we're back here, ready to unhook everything. Now, last year I did get a new jack for this one, so that makes life easier. That on here. Put the hairpin back in. Crank it down. There we go. Now I've got a gap in between the pin or the hitch and the drawbar part here. Now you may notice there's something weird on my tires that we haven't seen in a while. I think it's called mud. We did get an inch and a half of rain right after we got done getting the hay baled. So good thing we got that done. And good thing we got some rain, because we definitely needed it. Okay, so I've got it jacked up, and now to pull these out, you just yank on them. There's no twist or anything that you have to do, so that's really easy. Then make sure that you close the cover, so then you're not getting stuff in there. And then this, boom, pulled the pin. So got this unhooked, and then we will there's the safety plates and stuff that we have to put back on there, so we'll take it up to the shed and we will do that. Okay, so got the tractor here in the shed, and here's the pieces that we need to put back on here because the hydraulic pump for the 1475 New Holland was too big. It would hit on where the 3-point connected, and then of course all the safety shield was in the way as well. So we'll get that put on. All right, so the first thing we'll put back on is the connector for the third member on your 3-point. And it's kind of dummy proof because you got 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom, so you can't put it on upside down, so that's nice. One started. Oh, and before I put this in, because we had that weird stuff fall from the sky, rain I think it's called again, I blew it out with the air compressor, and then I hit it a little with water displacement recipe number 40, WD-40, and so then that way it wouldn't rust in on me. Get this one started. Maybe. There, it's going. And so this has 5 bolts and the safety shield has 4, and these ones are longer and the safety shield ones are shorter, which that's an easy, words are easy. So you can't really mess up which bolts go to it either, so that's kind of nice. Here's the other 4. Get them all started. And your hydraulic fill is kind of in the way a little bit, but we got around it. Can't remember, I may have to get a wrench on there to tighten it all the way. See if the socket can fit in there. Can't remember, when we pulled this off, it was one of those 5-minute jobs. And then, you know, 2 hours later, you got the job done. One of those fun ones. And these bolts are a 24 or 15/16. If you're using the English. I got an ICON Flex-Head here. It's not a G2, I don't have one of those yet. Let's see if that does fit. Okay, so it's tight by the hydraulic fill, but it does fit. Yep, just a little. There you go. That way you get the good glare off the big noggin there. This one. Top corner. It does have quite a ways to go. Spin her down. Whoops, forgot to silence my phone. There we go. Okay, so those are snugged up tight with, like I said, I got that 1/2-inch drive. So I'll grab the 3/4, and I don't have metric 3/4 set yet, so there's something for my list. Snug these down good. I don't know what the torque specs are on this. That middle one isn't all the way down. Okay, so I got those snugged up, and next thing we'll do is the PTO safety shield. Okay, got that piece on. Now the next piece is the safety shield. Goes around PTO shaft, so that'll ride like that. Again, it's kind of dummy proof. You know, it's got that half moon on there. So let me grab the bolts. And these are the four shorter ones. Again, words are hard. So I'll get that up there. And there are actually 6 holes here, but the top just covers up 2 of them. So, might be for a different purpose, or some engineer did it that way. Hard telling. Okay, so I got the first one started. We'll run her in quite a ways. There we go. And then do the opposite corner. And then we'll just put the other 2 in here. And the last one. Okay, got them all started. Nothing weight bearing on this, so just get it tight. Then, okay, so then you've got this sensor, draft sensor maybe, cable. So we just zip tied it up there for when we had this part. Wasn't our favorite idea, but didn't know really where else to put it, so cut that zip tie. And we weren't really using the 3-point, so it shouldn't have been in the way or get caught or moved around, which it didn't. So that has this clamp that goes around it, and then it clamps on right there. Let's see, I'd say we want the bolt long end out. Okay, and then I'll have to tighten that up. And then the last thing is this top shield that goes here. And I did not do that. It was bent by somebody before me. That one didn't go far. So let's see how this goes in. supposed to rock, and there's no way that other one is going to bolt in. So I think I'm going to leave this off for now, and that'll be a project at some other point. Or it may not go back on. We'll see. But there, the main thing, I can use the 3-point again. The main safety cage is back around it, so I won't lose that. And the big thing, that cable is not going to be floating around free. I'll just have to tighten that here. I don't have the wrench right by me, but there. So now, the only thing, if I want to put the bucket back on, I'll have to do that. Otherwise, we got her pretty much wrapped up, back to the way it was before we had to disassemble parts for haying. So, as always, take care, and thanks for watching.